Balasore train tragedy. This time, as we talk about politics being played out, we have heard now that the former Prime Minister of the country, Mr. Devegowda, has ended up praising the current Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav on the steps that he is taking after the tragedy befell. Now, JDS chief and the former Prime Minister HD Devegowda has said, and I'm quoting from his statement, Railway Minister has taken all necessary steps to restore the damage that has happened. He is working tirelessly. Let the inquiry be completed. The minister is doing his best, and demanding his resignation at this stage is not wise. Unquote. In fact, we would be playing out that reaction of HD Devegowda in just a bit. But this is a response from one of the opposition parties, the members of the opposition, which is slightly away from what the common sentiment so far has been. Let's listen in to HD Devegowda.
The Railway Minister has taken all necessary steps to restore what damage that has happened. He is working tirelessly. Let the inquiry be completed, and the minister is doing his best. And the question of demanding the resignation of the minister at this stage is not wise.
Now remember, the clamour growing from all the opposition parties is a demand for resignation of Ashwini Vaishnav after this major train calamity that has befallen on the country. On the other hand, you have the JDS Supremo, HD Devegowda, also former Prime Minister of the country, who has gone on to say that the Railway Minister is doing what is required of him to do. He's working tirelessly, and right now demanding his resignation in the face of this horrific tragedy is unwise. This is an important statement, something that is very, very contradictory to what the opposition's stance so far has been on this matter. We do know how the Congress is up its ante. They are demanding a resignation of Ashwini Vaishnav. Mamata Banerjee has gone a step further. She is going to be visiting the accident site once again. She's also going to be meeting the injured from her state and also giving them compensation on ground. So that is a statement that's come in from Mamata Banerjee. She also goes ahead and, contradicts this entire CBI theory. Well, she has said that when she was the railway minister, in her tenure also, there was a train accident and that probe was handed over to the CBI. But even after 12 years, there has been no breakthrough. There has been nothing that has been done about it. All of these put together, the opposition is resilient in its stand that they demand a resignation from Ashwini Vaishnav in the face of this tragedy. We've seen what Rahul Gandhi had also said while he was speaking to the Indian diaspora, while he was in the United States of America. He'd mentioned that the railway minister in the UPA tenure, after a horrific train tragedy, had in fact tendered his resignation on grounds of morality. And that is not really something that has been seen so far in the case of Ashwini Vaishnav. Let's once again listen into what JDS Supremo had to say about Ashwini Vaishnav. Then we'll come back and we'll try and get our colleagues on the same.
The Railway Minister has taken all necessary steps to restore what damage that has happened. He is working tirelessly. Let the inquiry be completed, and the minister is doing his best. And the question of demanding the resignation of the minister at this stage is not wise.
Let me bring in my colleague Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, this is a step away from what the opposition's line currently is, something very different. HD Devegowda is claiming that there is time that needs to be given to the current railway minister, Ashwini Vaishnav. He also goes on to say that he's doing what is best that he can do in this situation.
Yes, but if you notice of late, the JDS has been little critical of the Congress party,
Yes.
and one can understand that in the backdrop of what happened really in Karnataka. But if you expect a unanimous opposition point as far as the reaction to the train accident goes, that certainly has not been coming. There is a sense, even many within the opposition, that perhaps one should not be speaking out at this point of time, given the enormity of the tragedy, and we are still not aware of what exactly was the exact cause of that accident, because the CBI probe has already been recommended by the Railway Board. There are two political parties specifically who are cornering the government. One, of course, is the Congress party, and the second, of course, is the Trinamool Congress, and Mamata Banerjee is also going to go there. Both of them are making the point at first, why do you have a CBI probe in the first place at all? Second, is the government trying to divert attention, deflect any responsibility and accountability from the rail minister by suggesting a sabotage? Because in that sense, are you giving a clean chit? Third is they are citing the CAG report, which points out that there were vacancies, or perhaps there was something wrong and not enough was done as far as the maintenance of the track is concerned. And fifth, of course, is that they are pointing a finger at a Vande Bharat Express being launched repeatedly by the Prime Minister,